future leaders must be forged in the furnace of affliction. We must be tempered in adversity. We must be bold as lions, yet gentle as doves. We must be unwavering, courageous, and filled with the Spirit of God. And then verse 16, for who knows the mind of the Lord that they may instruct him? I think Paul's being a little funny here. Who has the mind of the Lord that you're going to instruct God? But we have the mind of Christ. So let me leave you with a few things. You know God's character. As a believer, you know God's character, you know his nature, you know his plans, you know his personality. So if you want to be led by the Spirit of God, you must walk in it. You must obey, you must submit, you must listen to God's still small voice. That's how we walk in his word, we obey it. And we submit to that, and the Holy Spirit works in that. But what I wanted to end on was this phrase he said here. For who has known the mind of the Lord? Who has known the mind of the Lord that he may instruct him? Now it's interesting. Paul went back 700 years and he grabbed from Isaiah. And he's kind of telling the people, you're going to know the thoughts of the Lord? Let me tell you what Isaiah said in Isaiah 40. Who has measured the waters in the hollow of his hands? See, I knew I got somewhere. Who measured heaven with a span? Who calculated the dust of the earth? Have you? Who has weighed the mountains in scales and hills in a balance? Who has directed the Spirit of the Lord? With whom did God take counsel? Who instructed God? The answer is no one. No one. That's why I have a message for the United States of America. Who made you God? Authorities, elected officials, who made you God? Are you going to tell God what to do? Are you going to change his truth? Are you going to reconform things and call what is godly and right perverted, and then call perversion what is good and godly? Who told you that you are God? He sits on the throne. Behold, the nations are a drop in the bucket. China, Russia, Syria, all these nations, they're a drop in the bucket, and they're counted as small dust on the scale. Did you see that? God says, here's all the nations on the scale. What kind of authority is that? Look, he lifts up the islands as a very little thing. To whom will you liken God? Or what likeness will you compare him? And then he goes on, the famous verse, a lot of you know this. Have you not known? Have you not heard? The everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth. He never sleeps. He never slumbers. He's not weary. That's your God. That's the God you need to trust in. Have you not known? Have you not heard? See, that's the point. One point of preaching is to get us back to these wonderful truths, because we go out in the world and we hear all kinds of junk, all kinds of garbage, all kinds of negative press, and we remind ourselves, have you not heard? Remember. He gives power to the weak, and to those who have no might, he increases strength. Even the youth, even young people shall faint and be weary, and the young men will utterly fall. But, here you go, those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Lift up your eyes. Where does your help come from? Your help comes from the God, maker of heaven and earth. So get your focus off the circumstances, off family dynamics, off the court system, off the news, and center your eyes back on God, who holds the nations in the palm of his hands.